Okay. Hispanic?
Decline to answer. I would file that under unreasonable intrusion.
Okay, all right, if I put white, or you wanna?
It's not. You can put human or
No, it's
whatever
race.
you like. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not even going to make that
Okay,
choice.
okay. If you don't, I don't want to put it
Yeah.
if you don't want me to. That's why I'm asking. I'm not. I don't do anything behind your back.
It's perfectly. You can stand out in front of my house and watch me and make a determination, or what. That's totally legal.
Yeah, and but it isn't legal, and I'll take exception to that. In other words, I'm going to ask you. Whether you answer is up to you. I'm going to ask you how many rooms in your apartment. Now I can get down and look that up.
Yeah.
As public record.
I believe
we
that
don't
is,
do
yes.
that. We don't do that. We're not going to go behind your back. You know what I mean? That's why we knock on the door. That's why we try to get you to return the thing. We're not, it's not a devious thing. We're not going to go, if you tell me, I'm not going to tell you this, I'm not going to go down to town hall. And I know it's part of public record. So to you, I would say, don't tell me anything more than part of public record. That I can get down there and find out. But I won't go behind your back because that's devious. I represent the government. And I'm not.
I'll tell you what I like is that most
not
usually my dealings with the government, it's a nameless, faceless bureaucrat somewhere that that is what separates the census. I think is that you actually get some face time.
Yeah, and it's believe me when I tell you they I'll tell you at the end. I'll show you how they try to do as much as we can. I think if it's okay, building with 3 or more apartments, I don't know, 3 or 4.
But I actually don't know off the top of my head.
That's okay.
I don't know what
That's
goes on
a
the other
guesstimate,
side.
yeah.
I know there's a lot of construction over there right now. But.
Okay. It's going to ask me, you moved in, you don't want to tell me?
No.
Okay. An efficiency apartment? I don't think so.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay. I'm going to ask you how many rooms in the apartment, not counting bathrooms.
Decline to answer.
Okay. Okay. Now, can I, I'm asking you, can I put yes for these? Hot and cold running water, a flush toilet?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Going to ask you how many vehicles?
Decline to answer.
Okay. To heat, gas, electricity, fuel oil?
Decline to answer.
Pay for electricity?
Decline to answer.
The reason I laugh, nobody ever says no.
There
if
is
you said no, I say, wait a minute.
Well, you can see there's electricity. Leave it at that.
Pay for water and sewer?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Food stamps?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Condominium?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Own? Rent?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Real estate tax? Decline to answer?
Yes, decline to answer.
Okay. State you were born in?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Citizen?
Decline to answer.
Do you attend school regularly now?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Highest level of education?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Ancestry?
Decline to answer.
Speak another language?
Decline to answer.
Were you here a year ago?
Decline to answer.
Okay. Were you in the United States a year ago?
Decline to answer.
Okay. The new question, because of the health insurance crisis in the country, do you have health insurance through an employer?
I'm going to decline to answer.
Okay. Any disabilities?
Decline to answer. And I understand that this, you know, a lot of this information could be used for a good purpose, and I'm sure that nobody has any, you know, ill intentions. I just find that it's a little bit intrusive.
Well,
and,
you know, I can see where, you know, from my perspective, I can see where things like this, marital status and stuff, I agree with you. I'll tell you that, okay? With some of the other things and some of the things going on in the country, you made a statement earlier about, well, why doesn't private business or whatever, but, you know, they wouldn't, quite frankly, report it like the government would, because they'd be self-interested, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, I wouldn't trust their statistical data per se.
I may not
you know.
either, but I mean, if you provide bad data, people stop buying it too. So
Okay, work last week?
declined answer.
Okay. And this is the income part, you get paid, declined to
Declined
answer.
answer.
Okay. Okay. Gonna do the same thing for Mary Doe?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, are they going to accept all these, or are we going to keep on having
If you
representatives
have,
come back?
no, you're not. You're not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you, I'm not here to lie. If you had given me just a few more things, it would have been, you know, a legitimate interview. Let's put it that way. Okay. And like I told you, the survey is mandatory. Every question isn't. So when you refuse, you have the perfect right to do that. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, and that's why I prefer to see.
I mean, you get a lot of guys like me out there that they just don't want to play.
Let me no. I'll be very honest with you. Yes, with the income part.
Yeah.
Okay. What I tell most people is, if you're concerned, and I understand that, you know, I told you I was in education for 34 years, so we were, you know, and I think the country as a whole
What
is
did you
going to have
teach,
to deal
actually,
with
if you
this.
don't mind me asking?
I taught math and social studies,
Okay.
and at the end, I was kind of the resource. I taught in middle school, you know, junior high.
It's a tough job.
But we've been telling kids for years, don't give out information, don't give out information, don't give out information. So generally what I taught people is, and what people do is at least give what I can go to the town hall and find out, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, again, it's, you know, like I say, it is, you know, it is a legitimate thing, and as far as, you know, they do release the statistical data, and, you know, but again, all in statistics, that's it. So, I mean, is anybody gonna come back, your question, is anybody gonna come back to you? The answer is no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. You know, the one thing I pride about myself is that I'm an honorable guy. If I tell you something, you know, I'm not gonna